Are you scared by the terms machine learning, deep learning, generative AI in general? Do you think that it's too difficult to enter artificial intelligence world? I can give you an help. Let's get it started. Hello everyone, this is General Dan from Legnano near Milan, Italy, and I'm very pleased to present you a lecture I gave last week during the ESNR refresher course. I talked about general concept of artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, some terms that a neuroradiologist in this century must knows regarding this topic. So I hope it will be interesting for you. Let's start. So, hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here to talk about this interesting topic. I have nothing to disclose regarding this position. A couple of instructions, as usual, each reference has a unique QR code. You can scan it to get it, and you can also get a list of all references at the end of the lecture. Another attention please, several AI-generated pictures are present in this presentation. This is my agenda, so don't lose time. And starting with the perspectives, is a very interesting mimai, but AI according to news, like a sort of Terminator, but AI in real life is a more funny and more quiet thing. The history of AI is very interesting because it's not starting in the last 5 years, but it's a history that starts during the Second World War, coming to us, and each decade has a different specific topic inside the AI. And it's also the interest of the on AI is really high, on also in our scientific literature, because as you can see in this interesting paper released just 3 days ago in on American Journal of Neuroradiology. So I suggest you to check it out. Some to stay a little more fun. It's interesting to say that regarding artificial intelligence, I know I consulted some sources like this one, like Asimov or Terminator or Harrison Ford Blade Runner or Alien or even Star Wars. But try to become more serious. We have to take a look to the context. The context is that medical images are widely, sometimes too much, used for diagnostic and treatment planning. So we have several too much images to evaluate, and the qualitative evaluation by expert is the most common method for analyzing data from images, but is time-consuming, prone to inter-observer and intra-observer variabilities. Try to take a look to a CT scan at the beginning of the shift and in the end of the shift, and the human interpretation may not fully leverage quantitative features apparent on the naked eye. AI has great potential to augment, not to replace, expert human assessment by acting as a clinical assistant. And it's really important to note how human evaluate a picture compared with the machine. Here we have a T2-weighted image of the brain, axial plane. I would like to see and starting to evaluate this picture, but if we say on an AI what it's looking for, like in this case with a character from Detroit Become Human video game, I will look at this picture and say it's a brain, but AI is evaluating a matrix of numbers. So it's important to address to artificial intelligence how to watch a picture. But trying to go more deeper. We talk about artificial intelligence, but that is not just artificial intelligence. This is a subtype that is machine learning, and also going deeper, we have deep learning, and we have another layer inside that is generative AI. Regarding artificial intelligence, we are talking about the branch of computer science devoted to creating systems to perform tasks and that ordinarily require human intelligence. Going deeper, machine learning, what is this? This is a subfield of artificial intelligence in which algorithms are trained to perform tasks by learning patterns from data rather than by explicit programming. We'll see later about the supervised and unsupervised. This is another subtype of deep learning, that is representation learning, where no feature engineering is used. Instead, the algorithm learns on its own the best features to classify the provided data. And finally, we have the deep learning. This is a subfield of machine learning, where a type of representation learning in which the algorithm learns a composition of features that reflects a hierarchy of structure in the data, and it learns and improves from large amounts of complex data. Complex representations are expressed in terms of simple representations. But now we have to talk about neural networks. In humans, we have neurons that are connected by dendrites and axons, like in this case, or in case of AI, we have nodes that are also called sometimes neurons, but they are nodes connected between them, and from the input and the output we have the hidden layers. There are sometimes hundreds of layers, and this create the part of the deep learning. And a specific part of deep learning, of the neural networks inside the deep learning, is a convolutional neural network, where the convolution is a fundamental operation used to extract relevant features from input data, such as images or audio signals. It acts as a filter that detects patterns and local features, maintaining the spatial relationships between pixels. And it's also important because it creates an internal representation of a hierarchy of visual features by stacking convolutional layers. And it's really important for in our field, because we are talking about pictures. But as talked before, we have we need, especially for deep learning, training of that technology. How we can do? We can select to give to artificial intelligence a specific data set with labeled condition, with labeling the pictures. It will be a supervised training, and it's really important because, like well, just as an example, give an end regarding the brats on meningioma, and I labeled several pictures with meningioma, in other case edema, and so on, so on, so on. And but in other condition, the AI can be trained with unsupervised data. This is in this case, the results can be more different, because the AI has less information and less instruction to do. And as you can probably understand, the importance of data curation is really high, and in this case, you can see some types of deep learning tasks in this classification, segmentation, regression, object detection, or generation. Data curation is really important because, as you can imagine, a well-built dataset is crucial for a perfect job from AI, and so it's really important to use a very well-known dataset, because as you probably know, you can have garbage data, but this garbage data can be put inside the best ever AI pipeline, you will receive garbage results. And talking about the curation of data, it's important the contribution by radiomics, with analysis of high throughput quantitative image, and is aimed at the extraction of imaging biomarkers, with biomedical images contain information that reflects underlying pathophysiology, and this relationship can be revealed by a deeper analysis of quantitative image. It's really a really interesting thing regarding our job, and also is important also in this case to have a good and really well built data set. Another layer of AI that in the last decades are increasing attention is generative AI, that is a subset of deep learning that is capable of creating new content or data similar to the data it was trained on. Inside the generative AI is important the generative adversarial networks, where we have two artificial neural networks jointly optimized but with opposing goal. We have the generator that aims to synthesize image that cannot be distinguished from real images, and discriminator aims to distinguish these synthetic images from real images. And inside the generative AI, another technology you can heard a lot of time in these last years is the transformer, that is the technology inside the last GPT or large language model, where we have an input and an encoder and a decoder create the output probabilities. And this paper is really interesting because inside the transformer there is also the attention mechanism. And the key regarding the key concept in LLM, I would like to remember that it's important from the tokenization, the embedding, the attention mechanism that I already talked about, the dataset as usual, the fine tuning, and finally the reinforcement, or learning from feedback. But we have to watch out regarding a lot of problems on these technologies. First of all, the ethical issues. We have the privacy, consent, and data ownership, and a lot of bias on fairness and transparency and explainability on these data, and also the patient trust. Remember that we are talking about data or pictures that is from a patient, from a person like us, and the conflict of interest. And also in this case, it's important to highlight the medical legal aspects to use tools of derived from artificial intelligence. And in this case, the European Union already started to try to create a regulation of use of AI, and in this case, we can see that medical devices are characterized as a high-risk AI system. Yes, this is a screenshot from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and the relation between Desmond Miles and Subject 16, that is an AI-generated person. and try to take a look on what is important for us. Remember that attention is not all you need, and remember that the role of AI is to augment human intelligence and to assist, not replace. And in this case, I would like to put as example the wonderful relation between Hera Syndulla and Chopper on Star Wars saga. In conclusion, knowledge of a minimum concepts on AI and deep learning is important to understand. The AI is a broad term, but there is inside a lot of things. And machine learning and deep learning are different concepts and great potential on generative AI, and keep in mind ethics and medical legal issues. And for now, it's all, and I hope this presentation will be of your interest. Bye bye. So for today is enough. I hope this video would help you understanding this concept. Please let me know in the comments or give me feedback on social media. See you next time. Bye bye.